The Rangers took a loss on their home ice to an underdog on Tuesday evening, and now they'll hit the road tonight to take on the Ottawa Senators. I'm Megan Rochester for SBRpicks.com, and here with me now is expert NHL handicapper Dave Golikoff. He's been traveling these past few days, but still makes time to talk over his free picks just for you guys on this match. Dave, it's a pleasure having you back with us today. How you feeling on this fine Thursday morning?
I'm doing good. It's good to chat with you.
All right, so let's get the ball rolling here, or I guess I should say puck. All right, New York Rangers, man, even on their high momentum, something about that Kings squad gets to them, and they took a loss at home on Tuesday. Could they pick back up their pace and pull off a win tonight against the Senators?
I think so. I mean, this is a team that doesn't lose or hasn't lost back-to-back games in a long time. They've won 7 of their last 9 games, and the only 2 losses have come to the aforementioned Kings, who won the Stanley Cup last year, and the Chicago Blackhawks, who are basically the Stanley Cup favorite this year. So nothing to be ashamed of for this Rangers team. And I think if you're looking at betting them here, you want to look at the fact that you're getting a pretty reasonable price for them. A month ago, you'd probably be laying minus 160, but obviously the Sens and their performance have a lot to do with that. But I think the Rangers have been the better team overall. And you take a look at Ottawa, and they've been rolling with Andrew Hammond in net. And I think he's just been fading a little bit over his last couple of games. He's given up 17 goals in his last 3. And that's definitely different than what we saw from him earlier in the season. So I think those are some of the factors to take the Rangers.
All right, now let's talk over this Ottawa Senators club. They've only taken 2 losses in their last 17 games. Man, right now it looks like they could play with their hands tied behind their back and still take wins. Riding serious momentum heading into this game, why do you think that this team is seemingly unstoppable, Dave?
Yeah, it's been a lot of it has had to do with Hammond and how he's played. They called him up, this 27-year-old rookie who's been average in his entire career. He was 7-15 in the AHL with a 351 goals against average and an 896 save percentage when they called him up. He's been out of this world since they called him up. He's won 14 of 15 NHL starts with a goals against average of 167, half as much as what he was doing in the minor leagues, which is incredible. Ottawa has just played. They've rallied around him. I mentioned how good their defense has been, but their offense has really perked up too. They were scoring 267 goals per game before the All-Star break. That was 20th in the NHL. They've now improved to 323 since the All-Star break, which is actually the second best number. So they're playing great at both ends of the ice. And you take a look at the Rangers. The Rangers have been good over the last month, but just 2-2 in their last 4 games. They're on the road here. Ottawa's hot. Those are some of the reasons why you take the Senators.
All right, so side versus side here, Dave. Ottawa's surprisingly not a heavy favorite here at home tonight. The Senators are just at minus 110, 115 in some sports books. Great matchup here. Who do you see coming out with the win tonight?
I'm going with the Rangers. I just think they've been the better team all season. I know the Sens are hot right now, but I don't see the Rangers losing back-to-back games. It's a potential first-round playoff series matchup, and I don't think the Rangers want to give anybody any hope. And I'm curious to see what Hammond does tonight if he's in net. I mentioned that he's struggled a little bit over his last 3 starts. In his first 12 starts, he had allowed 2 goals or less every single time. He's allowed 17 goals. He's allowed a bunch of goals over his last 3 outings. I think 17 seems high. He hasn't allowed that much. I think it's 9 goals in his last 3. So I'm curious to see if he's kind of fading, if he's, what's wrong with him. And tonight's kind of a heat check. I like the Rangers in this spot. They're 13-5 when on the road with a total of 5 or less. So that stat supports us, and hopefully they cash in for us.
All right, ladies and gents, there you have it. Take the Rangers as an underdog tonight. Dave, thank you so much for hanging out with us today and offering your free picks.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, and also check out those lovely links below in the description of this video for more exclusive NHL picks from Dave. Guys, you don't want to miss those. Good luck on your NHL picks tonight, everybody. And until next time, this is Megan Rochester for SBRpicks.com.